Hi guys, welcome to McKola TV. This is the preview for Manchester United against Stoke. Yes, we've just had Jose Mourinho's press conference where he has been speaking ahead of the game against Stoke City. Now, I was going to say Jose Mourinho has been speaking about that game against Stoke City, but he hasn't been speaking about that game against Stoke City because he's been speaking about other things. He's been speaking about Antonio.
Hi guys, welcome to...
Whoa. He's been speaking about Antonio Conte. He's been speaking about Alexis Sanchez. He's been speaking about the January transfer window and Axel Tuanzebe, amongst other things. He has been speaking about all those things ahead of the game, and it's very, very, very interesting. What are you guys making of what he has just said? Now, obviously, I'm going to give you the information and the lowdown on what he has said today. So make sure you're keeping it locked and you're keeping it subscribed to McKola TV. I know the information that you want to hear first, though, is about what he said about Alexis Sanchez. So firstly, Jose Mourinho, when asked about Alexis Sanchez, said that Manchester United, of course, is a fantastic player. Of course he's a fantastic player. But what he said was, we have to pay respect to Arsenal. This weekend he will be fighting in Arsenal's colours. And because of the fact he's going to be fighting in Arsenal's colours, it's be wrong for him to say anything. But then he went on to say, but in general terms, myself and the board, we both agree that we do not want to sign a player just to sign a player. But there are some players in world football that if they become available, whether in January or in the summer, you have to have a go. That is what he said. You have to have a go. So, what he's hinting at there is he's having a go at making Alexis Sanchez a Manchester United player this January. Now, it seems at the moment, like, of course, we thought City were leading the chase for him. Now, me personally, deep down, I think City are still leading the chase for him, and I think he's destined to go to Manchester City. But I would love it, just love it, if we manage to bag Alexis Sanchez. And Jose Mourinho has made people think it is possible with his comments today. He's not dampened the rumours. He's not put water on him. He's just said, I'm not going to say anything really, but if any big players are available, I'm going to go in for them. So he's kind of said, I'm having a go, which is interesting, because would Jose Mourinho admit to having a go for a player that he feels he's not going to be able to sign? I'm not too sure. So it's very, very interesting on the Alexis Sanchez front, but we're going to park that for now and we're going to talk about other things. He was also asked about the Dubai training, and he said it was a great time to have with the players, because over the last month, the crazy fixture list that we've had, I think we had 21 games in something like 10 days or something ridiculous like that. 10 games in 21 days is what we had. And having 10 games in 21 days means that Jose Mourinho doesn't get much time on the training pitch with the players to drill them in terms of, you know, tactical solutions, in-game solutions, how he wants the team to play. And so he said that getting away with the team to Dubai, where the weather was great, the facilities were great, it was great to be out there, and then be able to train with the team has been a great time. So I think hopefully the team should see a rejuvenation, a little bit more of a reorganisation, a little bit more fluidity hopefully as well, because that break would have given Jose Mourinho a chance to work on a few things, which is great to know. And it's a shame we didn't have that break just in between that bad run that we did have, because that run needed to get stopped. And it's this kind of break that can just kind of blow the cobwebs off a little bit and get Jose Mourinho and the team moving in the right direction again. He mentioned Alexis Sanchez. It's you guys in the comments keep bringing him up. He mentioned Axel Tuanzebe as well. And he said Axel Tuanzebe, he's a big talent. He wants to keep him at Manchester United. There's no doubt in us selling him. We're not going to sell him. But he is thinking about getting a loan deal for him. Now, what is said is the club are a bit scared in selfish terms because we've got a concern about, you know, have we got enough players? What if injuries happen, etc., etc. But he said Axel Tuanzebe needs football. He's not getting it at the moment. He's a talented player and he wants to see him getting minutes. So he's looking for a loan move. He said they might wait it out until the end of the transfer window. But it's nice to hear him speaking both positively about Axel Tuanzebe, but also openly as well, because we need to hear the honest truth about our younger players. And it's great that he's got plans for him, but at the same time, I'm glad that he sees that he needs to play, and if he needs to play, he's going to send him out on loan. So it's very, very interesting on the Axel Tuanzebe front. He also mentioned Antonio Conte as well, in terms of Antonio Conte's response. Now, I absolutely love this because of the simple fact that everybody was getting on Mourinho's case in the media for Mourinho starting this, Mourinho doing this, Mourinho doing that, Mourinho blah blah blah. When as a matter of fact, Mourinho never said Conte's name, he never criticised him, and he never was abusive to him. It was Conte who came out first and said that Jose Mourinho had senile, it was senile or something like that. So he was the one that started the war of words with Jose. And then the press painted him out to be the angel and Jose to be the devil in this whole situation, which I thought was a bag of bollocks, to be honest. So I'm glad Jose Mourinho came out and said, hey, listen to me. It's an absolute joke. I was verbally abused first, and I responded. I responded with something that I knew would hurt him. And now I'm content. That's the end of it. So I'm glad that Jose Mourinho was kind of, after stirring the pot a little bit, kind of taken the bigger man approach. It makes Antonio Conte look like an absolute mentalist. And since Conte started that war of words with Jose, he hasn't won a game, which is very, very interesting. Anyway, we are going to be talking about that news, obviously, about Alexis Sanchez, you guys that are asking. But we've got to look towards Stoke City, the game on Monday. Now we've got a weekend to sit back and look at the other fixtures, look at the other results, see what happens in those games. Liverpool could draw or beat Man City, and it'd give us a chance to close the gap a little bit, even though it's looking very difficult at this moment of time. We still want to close the gap on Manchester City, so it'd give us a chance to do that if Liverpool do get a result and then United play on the Monday. We've got Stoke City, a side that have got no manager at this moment in time. Obviously, they've got one of Mark Hughes' backroom staff that are now running the team, but they haven't got a permanent manager at this moment in time. They've had a dreadful run of games. They haven't won many games at all in the last 15. They lost against Coventry in the FA Cup round 3. It's been absolute madness in terms of Stoke City and Mark Hughes. And Mark Hughes, the wheels have well and truly fallen off with him. The fans turned on him. He had gone 9th 3 seasons in a row and then just dipped massively. It was very, very interesting. So, yeah, Stoke City at this moment, it's interesting because we're not playing that Stoke City that were managed by Mark Hughes. We may now see an upturn in performance and results, but still, nevertheless, you'd expect Manchester United to be beating this Stoke City side. Dan Mull says, you've seen City have pulled out of the Sanchez deal like they really have. Look, guys, calm down a little bit. Everybody just calm down. 2 days ago, we all thought Sanchez was going to City, and in 2 days' time, City could have signed Sanchez. So I think everyone just needs to relax a little bit. Yes, it looks like Manchester United are in for him. Yes, it looks like at this moment in time, Manchester City aren't keen on stumping up £35 million for him or whatever Arsenal want to make the deal happen now. And it looks like Man City want to wait till the summer. If that's the case, and it could be the case because they've got Aguero, they've got other players there that they might want to ship off in the summer, but they don't want to ship off yet. And they don't want to upset a winning side, do they, as well? Do they really need Sanchez? So you can understand City potentially waiting until the summer to make a deal happen. If they wait and Arsenal want a deal to happen now because they want money, and Manchester United have offered money, offered more wages to Sanchez, then of course it's a deal that can happen. But what you guys have got to realise is Alexis Sanchez has been all but agreed to go to City since last summer. He told his Chilean teammates he was going to Manchester City. I think he told his Arsenal teammates he was going to Manchester City. It's been all seemed to be a dead set he's going to Manchester City, whether it was January or the summer. He's going to get a hefty signing on fee. So don't be surprised if Alexis Sanchez has made a promise to Pep Guardiola that he wants to join Manchester City and join Pep Guardiola, and he wants to take that signing on fee in the summer. Don't be surprised that Manchester United are wasting their time bidding, because even if we get a fee accepted with Arsenal and Sanchez doesn't want to join United, he wants to join City, then we're not going to end up with the player. So I think we need to take a little bit of realism into this as well. I do think we've got a chance of signing Alexis Sanchez, but Manchester City have got as much chance of signing him as well. So let's relax a little bit. No one wants to end up looking stupid, although it's looking good for us at the moment. Just relax, breathe, calm down. But it's great to hear that Jose Mourinho is saying that if a player is available of his quality, we'll be in for him. And that's exactly what we need to be doing. We need to be in for him. It'd be stupid if we weren't in for him. Anyway, guys, get hitting that like button. Like Daniil Fetisov says in the comments. Ananthu says Sheikh would simply lose to Man United, definitely after City. His agent started following United. I don't care about all that stuff. Jesse Hitman, thanks for commenting. Bonus SK Bud the Red, thank you for commenting. Yonit Rohit, sorry, says, can you imagine Ozil and Sanchez at United? Arsenal FC will be burnt down by their fans. Baconland says Mickey will do well at Arsenal away from Jose's negative defensive mentality. Wait and see. I do think Mkhitaryan would flourish at Arsenal, but is he going to them? Probably not. Swap deals very rarely come off. Guys, get hitting that like button. We've got a poor amount of likes at the moment compared to the amount of people we have got watching. I want to hear your thoughts on the Manchester United against Stoke City game. We've got Stoke City coming up. What do you think about that match? Are you looking forward to it? Who do you think is going to win? Now, Stoke City, in their last couple of games, they haven't been playing very well at all. I'm going to bring up their results now and give you those. So we've got Stoke City's last 3 games have been defeats. 1 against Coventry away from home, 1 against Newcastle at home, and 5-0 at Stamford Bridge. Before that, they drew with Huddersfield 1-1 away, and they beat West Brom before that. So they've got 1 win in their last 5 Premier League games. But when you look at their run of fixtures since, so you got their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You're looking at their last 17 games. They've won 4, drawn 3, and lost 10. That is an absolute abysmal run. They are on the road to relegation as it stands. And it's no surprise that Mark Hughes was sacked. Now, Mark Hughes, I think, has done okay at Stoke City. But I think Mark Hughes' signings are very, very poor. In the terms that he makes good signings, but they're not necessarily good enough for the team. And they don't really function in the sides that he gets. Because he signed the likes of Bojan, Shaqiri, this, that and the other. Very good footballers. But they never, yes, they've had their moments, but they've never really hit the ground running. They've not really done it consistently. You're looking at Hesse. He scored a winner against Arsenal, but what else did he do? Absolutely fuck all. So when you're looking at Stoke, they haven't got much to shout about. But we've still got to be aware of them because they have got players that can cause us a threat. We drew with them 2-2 at the Britannia earlier in the season. Choupo-Moting got 2 goals. He's only scored 4 this season. He's one of their joint top goal scorers on 4 goals, and 2 of them came against United. Peter Crouch has got 4. Former Manchester United man Mami Biram Diouf's got 4. Xherdan Shaqiri's got 4 as well as 5 assists. So he's their most productive player. And Joe Allen has got 3 goals and 5 assists. So he's pretty productive for them as well. But apart from that, they're lacking goals. They're lacking assists. They're lacking threat. They've got Saido Berahino as well. And they've got a few other decent players. But we should be beating this Stoke City side. There's no 2 ways about it. We have to be slapping this Stoke City side and taking 3 points. We have to. We have to. We have to. So that is what's going on with Stoke City at the moment. Manchester United, we've got Valencia, who is back. He was back training with the side in Dubai, and he's back in the first team, available for selection again. Michael Carrick was back training with the first team, which was great to see as well. Obviously, he's had his heart problems. I'm not too sure on exact phrase for his heart problems, so I don't want to go into it too much. But he had his heart problems. He's had that condition looked at. Hopefully now he's sorted. He's back up and running. I have no doubts the club wouldn't risk that kind of thing. This is probably his last 6 months at the club. So when you look at it in that perspective, you want to see a Michael Carrick that's playing in the Man United team every now and then, that's making part of the squad. He's our captain at the moment, and it'd be nice to see him, you know, part of the team again, because I love Michael Carrick. So yeah, great to see him training again. The only players we've got out at the moment are Bailly and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, with obviously Fellaini, Carrick and Valencia all coming back in recent weeks. So our injury bill's looking good at the moment. And the team that I would go with is as follows. Ashley Young's out, is suspended, remember that. And this is the team that I would go with. So we've got David De Gea in goal, Smalling, Jones as our centre halves, Valencia and Luke Shaw as the the fullbacks, gone with a back four. Midfield three of Matic, Herrera and Pogba. Matic sitting in there, Pogba in his best position, and Herrera at the other side. Thought Herrera's been a little bit better recently. He's looked good. Then I've got Lingard and Martial with Romelu Lukaku. The only thing that disappointed me about this selection of the team was the fact that we never had no Mata in the 11. Because I'd like to see Mata start, but where can he start in a 4-3-3? He could have of course start in Herrera's position, and I wouldn't mind seeing that. What do you guys think? Get your comments in below, and of course hit that like button if you agree with my team. Love you, Danny. Thank you for the comment. Junaid, Amir, Baconland says Carrick's still the best midfielder. Once we sign a winger coming in at Arsenal, they will confirm the Sanchez departure, says Yusuf Alawad. Valencia and Shaw as fullbacks. Oofed, says Kay. I'm hoping you like that. 4-3-3 says Yusuf, with De Gea, Valencia, Lindelof, Smalling and Shaw. So he's gone with Lindelof instead of Smalling. Mr. Frost agrees with the 11 that I've put out there. I have seen the comments of Grill and Balaguer. I'll talk about them later on. Just relax, guys. What's the t-shirt? Says very Conland. It's a bowl cut t-shirt that I like. Fuck the Queen though. Maybe Mata instead of Herrera, says Holman. Christo, I did just say that. Same as me, but no Smalling. Rather have Lindelof, says Bud the Red. Has Lindelof now put himself into the top two centre halves in Manchester United? Is that what you're thinking? Obviously with Bailly out at the moment. Do you think it's Lindelof and Jones, or Jones and Smalling? What do you think? How come Sanchez is not in the 11, says Junaid. Yeah. Only change I will make is play Lindelof or Rojo instead of Smalling, says David. Don't need Herrera and Matic in the same team, says Darren Sweetman. So I'm guessing he's gone with Mata instead of Herrera. Amir Khan says Adam fancy a 4-0. Could be. I'm a little bit more reluctant to say 4-0. I'd go with a 2 or a 3-0 because of the fact that I think, you know, always after a little bit of a longer break, you take a little bit of a while to get going. If we get an early goal, though, it could be 4 or 5, just like Chelsea did to them. So I wouldn't be surprised to be seeing that. Amir Khan thinks it's going to be 4-0. Today I've recorded the top 5 January transfer targets for Manchester United, and that will be up later on. I was going to upload it tomorrow, but we'll put it up today. May as well do. Actually, I'll leave that up to you guys. If we can hit 200 likes, I will upload that video tonight. So get hitting that like button if you want me to upload top 5 January transfer targets today. I've been messing around with my green screen again, and it looks pretty good, I'd like to tell you that. We've had a whole influx of new subscribers in the last day or two. Thank you very much for subscribing, whether you're a new one or an old one. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Junaid thinks it's going to be 3-0. Nice to see Shaw in the team. 3-1, says Michael. FIFA says Fellaini, ? That's a good question. Football Around Me says I too fancy a 4-0. Pedder Home, I'll get a FIFA video up for you guys this weekend. Who will be your captain, says Indra Dreep. Pogba, most likely in that, or Valencia. Prefer Lindelof or Smalling. See, that's what I find absolute crazy. So many people comment, where's the FIFA videos? But the views on them are absolutely poor, so it's a bit strange. You guys love them, but then the views doesn't reflect that. What happens to Lingard if Sanchez joins? Nothing. Lingard stays. Lingard's been and remained when I was going to say better players have been and gone. When good players have been and gone, so he'll stay. Junaid, you're a G, mate. Football Around Me says, what time is it at England? Right now, it's 6:06 if you're watching this live in England. But if you're not watching it live, then I'm not sure what time it is in England when you're watching this. Ronan thinks it's going to be 4-1. De Gea for captain. Can we get some comments, guys? Get your comments in, get your likes in, get your shares in, get your subscribes on, and keep it coming. I'll keep doing the FIFA videos for you, you dedicated FIFA gang. Sanchez is Lingard's backup, says Ananthu. Valencia for captain and take the pressure off Pogba. Don't you think we should play Fellaini, says OJ. If Fellaini's leaving, then I don't think we should be playing him that much from the start unless we really need to be totally honest with you. That is my thought. Sanchez for Herrera, says Darren Sweetman. 300k for David De Gea, says Ananthu. Don't underestimate Messi. Lingard, says Tommy Wickens. And Lindelof will be a good player when he gets his chance, says Michael Jones. I obviously haven't started him in my team today. Play Twanzebe, it's Stoke for fuck's sake. I would love to see that, but from Jose's comments today, it doesn't look like that is going to happen. Daniel Crow, I've given up on the fancy league, mate. Hello from Iran, says Ali. Hello to you, mate. Hello wherever you're from. Ronaldo was early in training watching Lingard vids. Martial up top and Matter out wide. I would love for Jesse to get a hat-trick, says Bud the Red. Dan Moore says Carrick should play a few minutes versus Stoke. If we are 2 goals up, that would be nice. Do you think Paul Pogba should be given the captain's armband on a permanent basis? If not, who do you think should get it? Says Tommy Wickens. That's a very good question, mate. Thank you for your question. I wouldn't mind seeing Pogba getting it, although I don't think it's important that he does get it. If Phil Jones or someone like that, De Gea, if Phil Jones was a permanent fixture in this team, he would be a good shout for it. Valencia's a good shout for it. Matic, I don't mind Pogba having it, but it's not important for him, to be totally honest with you. And I don't think there's a huge standout figure to be getting the captain's armband as it stands. Of course, if someone like Ibrahimovic was playing week in, week out, then you could say give it to him. But I don't think they are. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. Giggsy11 says Lindelof over Smalling. Ishi says, will Sanchez play number 10? Look, if Sanchez was to join Manchester United, he could play anywhere behind the striker. We know that he could play in that Lingard position on that 11. He could play in the Martial position. He could play in the Lukaku position. It doesn't matter where you play him. And I don't think it necessarily means bad things for Martial at Rashford. It takes the pressure off them. It means they can help out up top. Of course, we can rotate Sanchez with Martial or with Rashford as well. And then put... Because we've lost Ibrahimovic. That's what you've got to remember. We have no Ibrahimovic at this moment in time. Mata over Martial, says Singhi. Abhishek's watching all the way from India. And Lingard's got the attitude of a captain, says Governor. Would you swap Martial for Alexis Sanchez, says Hussein. I would most definitely not swap Martial for Alexis Sanchez. Martial needs to stay right where he is. Any truth in City pulling out of the deal? Rifleman says, look, I don't think Manchester City have pulled out of any deal. If it's the case, they've probably said, we'll pay 20 million tops in January. We're not going to pay any more than that. And then left it as that. Sanchez can either join us in the summer for 30 million signing on fee, or you can join us now in January. Arsenal get 20 million, Sanchez gets 10 million. Maybe that's what they've said. Maybe they're not up in that 20 million. I doubt they have pulled out. What you've got to realise is, the press are going to spin everything into hyperdrive when really it's in the middle. You've got to just relax a little bit. Manchester City have been in the pole position to sign this guy for so long. It's now January where Arsenal are probably thinking we want money for him. Alexis Sanchez has already agreed to join City in the summer or in January if Arsenal take 20 million. But if Arsenal don't take 20 million off City, Alexis Sanchez can say, I'm not moving then. Even if United agree a fee. That's what you've got to remember. So just calm down. Calm down. Relax. Think about Stoke on Monday. Because we're not going to sign Alexis Sanchez before that. And if we do, I would be very, very happy. But I'd be very, very fucking surprised. So, everybody, calm down. Relax. Calm down. Chill your boots. Right. Lucas Moura is available. Go and get it, says Singy. I've been enjoying talking about Sanchez rather than Moura, though, to be honest. Guys, remember, if we hit 200 likes, then I will upload that top 5 January transfer targets today. Now we got Kusha saying, Mahrez to Liverpool is surfacing, which has already been said that it's not true, by the way. Why aren't United thinking about him? If United are thinking about Sanchez, why would we be thinking about Riyad Mahrez? Think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. Rashford and Martial could learn a lot from Sanchez, says Salman. Lukaku can bag a brace and build up confidence for the coming days. Thank you, Amir, for bringing it back to the Stoke City game. I really like you, mate. Shiam says, hopefully we play 4-3-3 and not 4-2-3-1. Shami Laddie's told me to shut up because I'm speaking truth. And Nadim's told me I'm right. You are boring the life out of me on this. Shami, I know who that is. That's Wayne Rooney tweets. Legend. DiMarzio is almost certain. Alright. Fucking no more. No more Alexis Sanchez. We're talking strictly Man United Stoke. And I want to hear your predictions. Get your predictions in for Manchester United against Stoke. It's your time right now for me to read your comments out. So get them in right about now. Anyway. Go on. Hit me up with your comments. Adam, I think that... Anantu's got it spot on. The press needs United to sell papers. If City gets Sanchez, it will be Sanchez snubs United. And you know for a fact it will be that, guys. So just calm down. We don't want to be looking silly here, do we? Yes, if it happens, let's get excited. But if it doesn't, chill your boots. We don't want to be upset. 3-0 says Peda. 3-0 says Ryan. 3-0 says Shanawaz. 3-0 says Nabs. Dr. Tube says 3-0. Rohan says 2-1. Regatale wants to see a hat-trick from Jesse or Martial. Magnus says 5-0. We should get Fosu back right now, says Junaid. Give it Mickey till the end of the season. 3-0 says Rifleman. 3-0 says Singy. Kusha says 3-0. FIFA X Pro says 2-0 with a Marshall break. Jagat says 3-1. Tanmay says 4-0. Shag says 3-1. Kudze says 3-0. Bud the Red thinks 5-0. Youssef says 3-1. 4-0 FC is going to be back, says Jayesh. And I'm thinking that Manchester United are going to win 3-0. Guys, this has been the Stoke City preview. The Manchester United against Stoke City preview with a lot of transfer talk added into the mix because it's bound to happen, innit? Manchester United, if you believe the press, close to or in the mix for Alexis Sanchez. And that, of course, is something to get excited about, but let's not get carried away. Anyway, I've been Adam McKola. This has been Adam McKola TV. Remember, we've got the top 5 January transfer targets coming up for you this weekend. We've got another FIFA video coming up for you this weekend, and I promise I'll get it up for you this weekend by Monday. We've also got reaction on Monday coming up for you of Manchester United against Stoke City. And of course, I'll have live streams if anything happens between now and then. So keep it locked to Adam McKola TV for everything Manchester United, everything Adam McKola, obviously, and much, much more in a bit.